What happened was these two white fellas had gotten in trouble. They showed up for work drunk, I think is what it was, or had been drinking. It got reported, and that was their punishment. Go down there and work at Engine 11. And that was the desegregation. We had white lieutenants. And in fact, after Jim Davis made chief, we had a white captain, which wasn't unusual in those days. That we weren't basically supposed to be able to supervise. But this was the first time we had from the whites in the ranks, and they worked out okay. But I left there. I transferred out in February of '53, so I didn't work with them too long.
So it was a form of punishment for a white.
Yeah, that was their punishment. Go down there and work with them. Yeah.
So how did desegregation proceed from there? I mean, I guess you being transferred out to another station was part of it. I mean,
well, no, that part of it, of the blacks being able to transfer out, started even before I was appointed. It was probably around 1948, 49. When the fellows were allowed to transfer out. 49, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Before that, you weren't allowed to transfer out, and in fact, it wasn't too long before that you couldn't even get a detail to one of those other stations, right? Yeah, they wouldn't even detail you to one of those stations. You could get detail at Firegrounds, but not to one of their stations until, well, after the war. I guess when the war ended, the veterans came home. And I guess they started to realize, well, we got to let them at least be detailed for the day over to one of these white stations, but they can't work there permanently until it was around 1949, I guess.
Huh. I didn't realize that. I thought, desegregation meant in 1952 is when black firemen and white firemen started working together, but I didn't realize that black firemen could be...
They could transfer out. But any new hirees up until 1954, I guess, any new firemen had to go to Engine 11. I don't think there were any firemen even hired in 1953. I think 52 was about the last time, because the city charter was voted in 1952 and created the fire department. It used to be the Bureau of Fire under the Department of Public Safety, but then it became a separate department, and we got a commissioner. It was the first commissioner who was a civilian, Frank McNamee, and he was a businessman. In fact, he had part ownership in the Eagles back at that time, and he wanted to run the fire department like a business.